Morning, konnichiwa, wherever you may be in the world. It's a glorious day here in the Manawatu. Heading on into the mighty Ruahine Range for a bit of an adventure. It's going a couple of weeks into spring, so I'm a little bit excited. The weather is going to be perfect, so I can't wait to get onto the hill and wait for that sun to rise. The old car park's full of cars, so hopefully there's no one up in my area. We'll just play safety first, so we'll get the pack on, get grinding, and I'm also excited to try my new headlamp, but I'll go into more detail when we get on top of the hill. Well team, finally made it up the hill, running a little bit late by my standards, but we made it up here. Sunrise is upon us, and I've spotted my first deer already with my naked eye. So I'll get the pack off and get the gear on, hopefully it hangs around and we'll have a crack. Well, the first deer I thought I spotted was actually a deer bush. So hence no deer, but then I started glassing around and picked up a couple, 670 yards, started ranging in on them, and then I jumped behind the rifle and I was going to squeeze off, and then saw some at the corner of my head. Look, and there's another deer closer at 445 yards. So I ranged up on that one, reset the camera, and then went to jump behind the rifle, and deer had moved off. Still early days yet. The other ones are still at the top at 670 yards. I'll just try and pick something a little bit closer. The old shooting rest isn't the best for that distance, and also she's a big recovery up there, so we'll try and get one closer. Fingers crossed. Well, interesting turn of events. The patient's got the old bit of me. I was watching those deer at 670 yards, and then I was looking around for another one. Then after about 5 minutes I thought, bugger it, I'm just going to pop one of those ones. So I ranged up, dialed up. It took me a little bit to get into my shooting position because it was a little bit uncomfortable, but I finally got in there. Had an opportunity, then squeezed off and sacked it. The only thing now, it's a massive recovery, so I'll pack my gear and back and move, and hopefully get home at some decent hour. We'll get into it. Well, we're all packed up, ready to go. We're just going to make our way down the hill and head up the other side and go and recover this deer. The old pack management's a bit rusty at the moment. My mate Jace will be horrified. Took me ages to pack my gear up. Shocking, really. A bit rusty, but I got there in the end. Something to work on. I will get down and get onto that side. Just making my way down nice and slow. The old ground's a little bit wet and a little bit loose, so she's slow going. So play it safe and get there in one piece. On the way down I noticed a few broken branches and the old leaves are stripped. The last couple of days we've been rubbish weather with the old wind and rain. And, on the way here I was thinking, oh, maybe there might be enough food in the bush with the broken branches for the deer to graze on. They might not come out, but lucky enough a couple of deer came out and had an opportunity, so squeezed off. So I can see the riverbed, start making our way up the other side, and hopefully find this deer. I'm just about 3/4 of the way up the other side, not long to go now. I'm just having a bit of a break, sitting in the shade cooling off. The old sun's out, she's pretty intense, and the old gravy's coming out. FYI, 670 yards. There's a big recovery in the bush, massive. I'll have a bit of a break and then we'll get back into it. Well, we finally got to their hind, bit of a grind up through the tight stuff, loose terrain, got there in the end. Might drag her down into some flatter country and then start boning her out and then start walking out of here. I just dragged her out to a nice flat area, sort of flat area. Just going to bone her out, nice clean shot through the shoulders. Just going to cut out the back steaks and the back legs, pack them up and get out of here. That's all packed, all loaded with meat. She's a little bit heavier than she came up with, that's for sure. So she's going to grind it out down to the bottom of the hill, pick up the rest of the gear, then grind it out of here to the car park. Mean. Well, that man deserves a DB. I just made it back down to the stream, feeling a bit fatigued. Just going to grab the rest of the gear, have a bit of a hydrate, a bit of a break, and then we'll heckle down the stream with a riverbed. Guessing another hour to hour and a half of grinding. Well team, we're almost at the car park, almost to an end. We've got a 3-2-1 play of the day today. 3 points goes to the Ledlenser H7R. Rugged, robust and waterproof would be the words I use to describe that. 2 points to the Tonka Bison 55+10. Carrying those heavy loads with comfort, and 1 point to the Rako, the 300 Win Mag Shilling Barrel Sarco Action Custom Stock with a loophole VX6 on top. Did me proud today. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I might check out the Magic Stream on the way out, but I'd just like to say thanks to New Zealand's leading brands getting me into the hill and out of the hill, not only with comfort but with safety as well, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. Looks like we found the perfect spot. Well, that's the Ledlenser H7R all tested in the field, and I've got to say I'm very impressed how it's performed. From the ease of transition from floodlight to spot, and the ease to control from low to boost, this headlamp is very easy to use and very effective and gets a big tick from me. So down in the comments I'm going to add a couple of links. The first link is the variety of lead lensers available here in NZ. The other one is the agent where you can get your lead lenser. Mean.